apologize, it's Kai, and I don't think you're ready.
Why are you such a copycat?
Like I've been saying, I'm going to start reading your guys' stories. So my friend Anna actually did send me one of their stories that they wrote for like a class or something like that, and I'm really excited. So this one is also going to be fiction, unlike the other one. But first, let's just address this singing, twirling, definitely haunted doll that I got today. I'm not positive what her name is yet. I keep feeling like I want to call her Anna or something like that. Annalise, Anastasia, I'm not really sure. It's really hard to say, but I went to a thrift store to get like a sweater so that I can wear it to work instead of wearing like a leather jacket. And she was literally right by the door, and I stopped and I stared at her and I was like, no, because she's definitely haunted. Nope, I'm gonna walk away. And then before I checked out, I walked back over there and was like, okay, fine, you can come home with me. So she's gonna live right here. Well, not live, but you know. She's gonna sit right there for the majority of the time, and I think I'm gonna have her playing in my videos depending on how the audio goes today. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. If you guys want me to read your scary stories, honestly, I feel like not fiction would be cooler, but I like either one, so you don't have to be like a great writer or anything like that. Just like, please send it to my business email at suchacopycat@gmail.com, and I will probably read it on camera. So Anna said, okay, so here it is. Beware, though, it was an assignment for a fiction class I'm taking, and so the challenge was to keep it under 1,000 words, so it is probably not the best as I just had a lot of time constraints, but here. And Anna, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So it's called Bellflower. Varya crouched on the ground, dirt and leaves dappled with late afternoon sunlight. She picked at roots and plants, placing the useful ones in her basket. The cicadas were noisy in the trees. She stood and turned to face the setting sun, beginning the way home. Oh god. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. I had her doing like her twirl thing for like ever earlier, and she didn't move at all, and she just, whew. Okay. At home, her two sisters greeted her warmly. Though they were not blood sisters, they shared a life together in a small village, not on any maps. Though their life here was remote, they were at least safe. Fitcher paced in his manner. He had limp black hair that fell to his shoulders, pointed ears, and a sinister smile. He lived deep in the forest from which no one returned, in a luxurious home, all alone. He waited. Presently, he became aware of what he was looking for. He stared into a metal basin with water that glowed dimly. An image of 3 women rose to the surface. He watched them. Then he stood, exited the room, and locked the door, and began to prepare. Fitcher stepped outside into the dark. He could tell through the trees that the moon was very bright, but the forest was still dark. Suddenly, Fitcher was no longer there. Where he had been standing was now unoccupied, and a lone bat flew rapidly into the night. Ooh, he a vampire? Daylight broke. Fitcher approached a small home, dusty and covered in ivy. He sniffed and knocked on the door. One of the women he had seen in his basin answered. He touched her shoulder. The air shimmered, and they were gone. Fitcher kept her at his manor and provided her with everything she needed. You will have everything your heart desires, he would tell her, stroking her hair. Some time passed. The young woman wandered listless through the house. At night, she retired to her bedroom where she lay under satin sheets with a fire burning in the fireplace. One day, Fitcher presented her with a delicate blue bellflower. When she held it, she realized it was fashioned out of glass. I am going away, he told her. While I am gone, you will take care of this flower. You must keep it with you at all times. Do not lose it. He also gave her a key. That is the key to the room you may not enter. If you do, it will mean your death. That creeps me out. Like, that's like the one way to ensure that somebody goes into a room is be like, hey, you're not supposed to go into this room, but here's the key to it, but don't go in there or you'll die. They're gonna be like, what is in that room? I have to see. I'm sure I'll be fine. As soon as Fletcher left the house, the young woman went to the locked room. I called it, is all I'm saying. Fletcher? Have I been saying, it's Fitcher. Have I been saying Fletcher? Oh no. Fitcher often shut himself inside this room, but no matter how hard she pressed her ear against the door, she could never hear what he was doing in there. Clutching the bellflower close to her chest, trembling, she turned the key in the door. The lock clicked and the door swung open. She saw a stone basin in the center of the room. Blood pooled in the bottom. Strewn about the blood were mangled pieces of other young women, long dead. Mortified, she dropped the glass flower into the basin, where it became stained with blood. The young woman tried to scrub the flower clean, but her efforts failed. Fitcher returned and saw the blood on the flower, and at once knew that she had been in this room. Your life is ended, he told her, and he dragged her back to the room and cut her limbs off and threw her in with the rest. Ooh, I don't like this man. I feel like for how cute she is, this is like a really creepy song. There was work still to do. Fitcher transformed himself once more and fled the forest, kidnapping the second woman from her home. Again, he gave her a key and a blue flower made of glass, clear of any stain. When he returned, the glass flower was ruined, and she paid with her life. Varya had lost both of her companions, but she was clever and sly, and when a tall and malevolent man showed up on her doorstep, she was not afraid. She went with him to his manor, hoping to find out what had happened to the other two. When Fitcher left Varya with the glass flower and key, she carefully combed the manor and then came upon the door to which the key belonged. She carefully set the glass flower aside for safekeeping and opened the door. Inside, she saw the maimed parts of her sisters lying in blood, but despite this, she began working. She crouched on her hands and knees in the blood, pulling together their companions' body parts and assembling them again. Then she spoke words in a long-forgotten language, and the girls came back to life. "My stars," Varya said to them, kissing each in turn. Varya hid the two in a closet. When Fitcher returned, he was overjoyed that the flower was clean. She had passed the test. "You will be my bride," he declared, lips turning up into a sneer. But Varya had already cast an enchantment on her captor. He now had no power over her, and he had to do whatever she bid him to. She sent him on foot back to the home she shared with the other two women, telling him he must bring the village supplies. She packed things in a backpack and hid her sisters among the supplies so they could not be seen. Fitcher began his tireless journey, for she did not allow him to rest. In the meantime, Varya prepared the wedding feast. Fitcher's friends and family came to celebrate. Varya stole away from the crowd and gathered a skull from the stone basin in the forbidden room. She adorned it with jewelry and placed it in front of the window of the manor. When Fitcher returned from unknowingly returning his victims to safety, he saw what he thought was his bride to be in the window. He waved. But Varya had disguised herself as a bright blue bird and flew into the trees. When Fitcher was back in his manor, she cast a spell and set the manor aflame. Fitcher and his company all burned to death. And that's the end. Oh my god. Wait, okay. So that was like really spooky, but then it was like really good. It was like a fairy tale but reversed. So it was like, you know, this evil man in the woods is like stealing these women and killing them, and it's like horrifying. But then the third woman he tries to steal is like, no dude, actually I'm gonna bring them back to life, send them back to town, and then I'm gonna murder you while I escape. I really liked it. I'm really sorry if I said Fletcher for the first half. I genuinely don't remember, but I might have. But yeah, that was really cool. Anna, if you have any more, please send them to me. That would be great. Anyway, I think I'm gonna film another video reading like regular creepypastas now, but that is it for this video. Once again, if you want me to react to one of your stories, again, true or fake, send them to me at suchacoffeecat@gmail.com, spelled exactly how you would think. I'll also have it like linked below and across the screen and whatnot. If you send the social media that you would like me to shout out in the email that you are sending me with your story, then I will shout out any and all of your social medias if you leave them all, including your YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel when I'm reading your story. So yeah, please do that. I would love to hear from you guys. Again, I live for the spooky shit. Also, something that I realized the other day I should have told you guys that I just like forgot to. On my YouTube channel in October, I will of course be uploading once or twice a week depending on whenever I have videos. But then the week before Halloween, like the 7 days leading up, it's going to be called Halloween, and I'm going to upload a video every single day. I think this is the third year in a row I've done that, but I'm going to be doing that again. So if you guys want to see anything specific, please let me know. And again, if you want me to do it for Halloween, which is the best time for me to read your scary stories, by the way, please send them to my email before then. And yeah, but yeah, that's all for this video. Stay spooky, my dudes, and I'll see you in the next one.
Why are you such a copycat?
Also, if you have any ideas for names, I think I said that already, but if you have any ideas for what I should name her, aside from like Anna, or like if you want to, oh, I just realized that's weird. The first video she's appearing in, and I've been getting Anna a lot, I just don't know like what it's short for, but the first video that she's in is when I'm reading my friend Anna's scary story. Oh my god, and she has little blue flowers. What color are bellflowers? I don't know, I think they're blue. Wow, that's creepy. I love her though. Oh my god. Bye.